السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. همين في الجولة ديالها كنا هذا برنامجك أمور عالمك ورركا وين برنامجك كجران ولبا كمدها ويليام سمواي روتو والهايكا ودنكا كيميا يسحي الشرعي جودي مدى بنان الدروشيو إنك روتو ولبا ساساته وكهذا لأمور كساسن بيلكا شرعي بيلك يساساته أمور كالولبا قرب سرنا مركز السعي والهاي وينكا ودنكا كيميا برنامج كسين كاينا فضل كلنا سين هاي ولبا كمدها ودي إسرائيل يا ولبا مركزيتي لنكباغي إنيو hakanaagadan wadanka isla markaasna xitaa Han Francisco Knoll yeelan sheegay hanagadan barnaamijka Sinkayna qodobada kalena Sinhay waliba kumida Abiy Ahmed ra'iisul wasaaraha Ethiopia iyo waliba booqasho rasmi ah ka sameeyay magaalada Port ee wadanka Suudaan barnaamijka Sinkayna qodobada kale ana barnaamijka Sinkaya wana si gudbiyo waliba kumidaha inkii yaraan 40 askari oo Israa'iiliye iyo waliba la kadilay howlgal markaasaytiyo qaadana ururka Hamas barnaamijka Sinkayna Narendra Modi ra'iisul wasaaraha wadanka India iyo Vladimir Putin kulan gaar ah qaadayna barnaamijka Sinkayna qodobadaas iyo warar kale iyo barnaamijka muro caalamka ee wartalka Arlaadi Sinkayna min fay barnaamijka muro caalamka ee wartalka Arlaadi saaxiibayaal la dareertanaha qodobkan ku horeeyay ra'iisul wasaaraha India Narendra Modi iyo saasato markaasaytiya Vladimir Putin oo kulan weeldan Moscow waliba seeday Narendra Modi ra'iisul wasaaraha wadanka India walina kulan la qaaday ulhayka wadanka Ruushka Vladimir Putin walina markaasaytiya booqashada ku horeeyay taniyo markii Ruushka weerar Ukraine lamaadan hogaamiye waliba Berwel laayana wada hadala diiradda la ka saaro waa iskaarlow kan dhaxay iyo hababka markaasaytiin la hormari kara Hindiya waliba iyo koranka waa markaasayt doon muhiim ah qaadahayta ama muddadii dheer doon muhiim qaadaasay muddadii dheer ay Israel galbeed koran qaaday cunaqabataynta Ruushka iyo dalhiya Haiti wadanka markaasaytii saddexaad ee dalalka galbeedka ka gaday gaaska Ruushka taasoo hoosan dhagaasi saameynta dhaqaale ee Ruushka oo kala kulman lahayd cunaqabataynta barnaamijka muro caalamka ee wartalka Arlaadi iyo dareertana Abiy waliba uu sideeray Suudaan ra'iisul wasaaraha Ethiopia Abiy Ahmed iyo waliba booqasho rasmi ah ka sameeyay magaalada Port ee wadanka Suudaan taasoo markaasaytii naqdaas booqashadii koreeyti oo sarkaal sare oo dawlad goboleed markaasaytii waa sarkaal dawladeed ka saada dalka Suudaan taniyo markii dagaalka bilowday soo kulamo la qaado doona ulhayka militariga Suudaan la kama gadho Abdel Fattah al-Burhan walina Abiy uu markaasaytii sideey doona Israa'iil hab wada xaajood oo la kuroojid kora dagaalkaas sida dhawaan ka sheegay Addis Ababa Ethiopia iyo Suudaan waliba muddo markaasaytii dheer ka dhaxeeya khilaaf salka ka hay khayraadka iyo dhulka markii markaasaytii la ku taba xiisada webiga Nile walin iska dayay in markaasaytii Suudaan waa wareegta galanka hayo gobolka xuduudda ka yaala al-Fushaqa oo markaasaytii Comoros-yeen dadka ka jeeda al-Qadrif iyo amxaarada gobolka waliba uu iyo dhul dheeraad barwaaqaya caasimadiisna waliba waa Shuwaak barnaamijka la dareertan William waliba saxay sharciga guddiga doorashooyinka geega marshir jaraa'id qodobada waliba oo isku doohay amur ka saabsan arrimaha biilkiyo qaralaasaha wadanka teegnay kulay shay shirkad jaraa'id waliba ku weeliyaan mas'uuliyiin sare oo ka jara walay ku xigeenka wadanka Rigathi iyo saasato Raila Odinga.
With our leaders, we call upon the people of Kenya to give dialogue a chance, to give consultation a chance, get off the streets, stay away from destruction of property, because Kenya is greater than all of us. And I think, Your Excellency, you have the capacity to lead us in that direction, where there is consultation, and all Kenyans are able to agree on the way forward. With those few remarks, it's my duty to ask Your Excellency to address the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy President. Your Excellencies, Mr. Vice President, former Prime Minister, former Vice President, the two speakers of our National Assembly and Senate, leaders of majority, fellow leaders present here, welcome to this occasion. The National Dialogue Committee, established last year, resulted from the closing of ranks across the political divide to forge consensus on a number of priority national issues, including the reconstitution of the IEBC. Today's assent of the IEBC Amendment Bill therefore marks a significant step in the actualization of one of the recommendations of NADCO and testifies to our country's ability to navigate difficult, complex, and sometimes divisive issues that could undermine our national cohesion, undermine our stability and security if we leave it unattended. The signing of this bill paves way for the establishment of the selection panel for the appointment of IEBC commissioners. The IEBC remains a cornerstone of our democracy, responsible for overseeing regular elections at various levels, and on the overall, ensuring that our electoral cycle is managed transparently and administered in an impartial, neutral, efficient, accurate, and accountable manner. I concur with leaders who have said there must be professionalism and integrity as part of the cardinal principles of the men and women who will be charged with the responsibility of overseeing our elections. The spirit of NADCO is the spirit of unity, bipartisanship, and consensus building, values which have helped our nation overcome its most challenging moments. Even as I assent to this bill, I look forward to supporting and facilitating any other outputs of the national consensus that was NADCO to ensure that Kenya moves forward and with as many hands on deck as is possible. The leadership of Parliament, both on the majority and minority sides, have heard what the leaders here have said, and they should proceed with dispatch and expedite the other recommendations that are contained in the NADCO report and process the necessary bills and interventions that are necessary for us to actualize the output of that report. Beyond NADCO, we are currently engaged in discussions as a country about our economy. As we know, the country has faced a series of economic shocks, including COVID-19 pandemic, globally high interest rates, and devastating droughts and floods, events which have impacted negatively on our economy and our capacity to secure resources for development and to also meet our debt service obligations. In the last 2 years, we have put in our best efforts to mobilize domestic and external resources to accelerate our economic program, pull the country back from the danger of debt distress, and set us on a path of economic transformation. These efforts have strengthened the Kenya shilling, reduced fuel prices at the pump, and lowered the cost of living, including the cost of essential household commodities. This year, my administration presented revenue-raising measures through the Finance Bill 2024, which were aimed at not only consolidating the economic recovery program, but also propelling the country to the next phase of investing in key social and economic infrastructure projects to advance our development agenda and reduce on our debt burden. However, many voices expressed disapproval of these proposals, leading me to drop the bill and terminate the process. It therefore means that apart from the people of Kenya asking us to consider alternative means of raising revenue, which I agree with, there is general consensus that the country requires to confront and address long-standing priority national issues, including national debt, public expenditure, and anti-corruption measures, so as to release resources for creating opportunities, creating jobs, and creating wealth. As a way of charting the future from the current situation, we are facing, I welcome all the leaders here, and I have heard what they have said this morning, and all other stakeholders working together for us to address the current economic situation through a broad-based political arrangement and to rally the country forward, as has been said by the former Prime Minister.
guud ahaan barnaamijka Arimaha Caalamka ee wartelka Arlaadiyaanka gabagabeeyaan hamiin fayl